poor girl rescued a billionaire, then faced his cruelest betrayal. Before Lagos woke, before Danfo buses screamed down Ojuelegba Bridge, before hawkers lifted trays of bread into the rising sun, Ruth was already awake. Her hands cracked and raw, scrub shirts in a basin of soapy water. The small one-room shack she shared with her younger brother smelled of kerosene smoke and damp sand. Toby coughed softly in the corner, clutching his torn schoolbooks. He had been sent home again. School fees unpaid. Rent was due. The landlord's words still stung. Your beauty can't pay rent. Ruth had swallowed the insult. Pride never filled an empty pot. Then the crash came. A black SUV swerved, metal screaming, smoke curling in the morning air. Ruth dropped the wet shirt, ran barefoot into the road. Inside the car, a man slumped, blood at his temple. She didn't know him. She only knew if she did nothing, he would die. Her wrapper tore. Metal cut her arm. She dragged him out, head resting on her lap, breath rattling. His lips moved. Stay with me. Then his eyes closed. At the hospital, nurses whispered, Julian Cole, billionaire. Victoria Island. Ruth only saw a man between life and death. She sat by his bed when no one else came. She wiped his sweat, read from Toby's torn book, just so the room wasn't silent. One night his eyes opened. You stayed, he asked. I couldn't leave, she whispered. Julian healed slowly. He asked for her. He said her voice calmed him more than medicine. Soon he was sending small gifts, rice, books, a new wrapper. They met quietly. A cafe on Allen Avenue. Laughter over small things. For the first time, Ruth felt seen. But Lagos whispers. Neighbors muttered. Rich men don't see poor girls for long. The landlord warned. Gold that shines too bright can burn your hand. Ruth silenced the fear. She wanted to believe Julian saw her heart, not her poverty. One evening he invited her to a business dinner. She borrowed a dress. The marble hall was blinding. She clung to his arm, her heart pounding. At first, he held her hand. Then partners arrived. A woman dripping in diamonds sneered. Who is this? Your charity project. Julian laughed faintly. Just someone who helped me once. The words shattered her. Just. Ruth excused herself, heels cracking as she stumbled into the humid Lagos night. Tears blurred neon lights. Her chest felt hollow. For days she broke. But hunger waits for no heartbreak. Ruth rose again. She fried puff-puff, saving coins. A church lawyer taught her permits, cooperative loans, land rights. She worked in silence. Julian called. She ignored. He sent money. She returned it. Her vow burned. I will rise on my own terms. Months later, in a crowded Surelaire hall, Ruth faced Julian again. Families gathered, afraid of losing their land. On stage, Julian stood in a fine suit, confident. He spoke of towers, of progress, of investment. But Ruth had prepared. With documents and testimonies, she stood. Her voice shook, then steadied. The crowd erupted. Julian's project collapsed under her evidence. For the first time, Ruth saw his mask slip. His eyes flickered with regret. His face drained of pride. He wasn't a giant. He was just a man who had forgotten his soul. That night he came to her shop, humble. I was wrong, he said. You saved my life twice. Once on the road, and once from myself. But Ruth no longer waited for his words. She had found strength elsewhere. Michael, a gentle teacher helping Toby after class, with chalk-stained hands and patient eyes. He brought no diamonds, only honesty. Julian left in silence. Ruth stayed with her quiet victories. Weeks later, at her mother's grave in Ajij, she laid fresh flowers. Toby and Michael stood beside her. This is Michael, she said softly. He's helping us now. The wind carried her mother's hymn. Hunger is loud, but hope is louder. The sun broke through. Ruth closed her eyes and smiled. Her heart was light, not because she had wealth, not because of a billionaire's love, but because she had peace. And peace, she knew now, was the greatest treasure.